Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. And diving in today, let's take a quick look at the markets and then we'll take a quick look at a couple of positions. So for the markets, you can see of course we are stretched beyond all imagination and we don't have any squeezes here. Now that doesn't mean that it comes tumbling down. It just means that, think of it as the path of least resistance. You have stocks like Amazon and Apple that are really just blowing things out of the water. And keep in mind that right now the Russell, so even though the NASDAQ doesn't have a squeeze and the spiders don't have a squeeze and the Dow doesn't have a squeeze, the Russell does. And you only need one of the indexes in a squeeze to potentially generate a new buy signal. So here you can see that we had the big run up here. It's been consolidating. The Bollinger Bands have consolidated to the point where volatility is being squeezed and is at the point of being released. Two stocks here that I like. This is one that we picked up recently. GWRE. You can see here that we do have a big squeeze setting up on it, and I'm looking for this stock to go ahead and push new highs. How we structured this trade, see GWRE, I'll bring this over if I can type GWRE. This is one where you'll notice that I've got options in 45 days, right? It's like, and there's not weekly options. So why the options that are in 45 days? Well, you'll notice here that the implied volatility is higher. And what we're looking at here is that, okay, wow, the earnings are in December. So the implied volatility here is going to climb. And ideally, if you get something where price can slightly climb as implied volatility is climbing, both of those forces go to work impacting the price of the options, which is great. Another stock that we recently did that with is AVGO. Okay, and you can see here that we had the squeeze and we set up this trade in the exact same way. And in terms of how this one is working, AVGO, let's see. If I can type, that'd be amazing. AVGO. So these options doubled. The first entry at 1220 is up, what is that, 80%. And it's been pretty solid. And we're starting to sell some calls against it to kind of bring in some premium. But that's about what I'm expecting from GWRE2. It's a very kind of a specific formula that we found using this tool. So for AVGO, this is a strategy that we've done a couple of times over the last several years, where you're essentially buying options 45 days out prior to earnings, and you can see essentially it's won 6 times, lost twice, with a 619% return on the Delta 50s. We've been doing the Delta 40s, which have a 689% return, and so we're continuing to look for more and more of those types of opportunities. And for those of you that either don't know, or maybe you tried it and for some reason just weren't blown out of the gates the first time you tried our premium service, we've actually added a lot of really new cool tools to it, and we just want to let you know before we do a price increase. And anybody who signs up at the lower price, of course, you're locked in. One of the most notable things that we've added are iOS and Android push notifications. What happens with this is now we can communicate with you instantaneously on any trades that we're doing, whether it's an earnings trade, or pre-earnings run like AVGO, or it's a scalp trade, day trade / on monthly expiration. It's been an incredibly powerful tool, and it's taken over 1.5 years to develop. It's a great thing. You just put it on your phone and literally instantaneous communication, longer descriptions of what we're doing, as well as market commentary. We've also got an improved interface in terms of our trading room and being able to interact with other members. So it's a lot of fun. You can try it out for a month for $7 by going to simplertrading.com/option7 and lock in a price. If you find that this is for you, you can at least be able to lock in that lower price before we do the price increase. All right, pretty fantastic stuff. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.